welcome back everybody. Got some wind happening here today. I was just out in the area, so I decided I'm going to go to the museum here. So I'll take you guys through the entire building and then the outside exhibits as well. So there's an aviation display is in that building down there, and I'll be going through that. And then it's unfortunate that the other buildings, the storage buildings down there, are only open once a year, and that's not today, unfortunately. Anyways, there's some really neat old equipment here, mining stuff, road building, agricultural, everything, and then of course aviation. Got a full battery in the phone today, and it's his upgraded phone from the ones I've been using, so hopefully it's not too shaky. Old cat there, some sort of packer, yeah, all long wheels on it. All right, so just entering the building here in a couple seconds. Video might be chopped up a bit as I film it, but I hope you guys enjoy. I love this place. Every time I'm in the area, I like to have a visit. I love this part. This old engine here, old governor on it. Just the coolest exhibit, all completely restored. Let's look at some other stuff. This is an example of the restorations that they do. So I'm going to be moving through fairly quickly because they're closed within 2 hours here. It's a nice sailplane up there. These old pieces of iron are so cool. So I found out that during the summer season that you can do the warehouse tour during the week. It's not just once a year. It used to be just once a year. It's got all kinds of antiques in here. This place is so cool. Oh, I didn't even show you guys that airplane. I think that might be a swordfish. They were actually restoring that the first time I toured this museum. It was still in the restoration shop. That old International pickup. That thing's clean, clean, clean. So they got the whole history here. Old airplane, kind of like the Wright brothers one. They start with horse-drawn buggies, and they got electric car, gasoline powered stuff, motorcycles. Take you back and show you this thing. So as you can see, that engine in that thing is really cool. Old V8, zoom in for you. Look at that. Okay, old bikes, Triumph, Flying Merkel, Indian. Thing is just immaculate, and it's beautiful. Restoration quality is just incredible on these cars. I think this one's a Survivor. Buick. So got some got an example of construction of vehicles there. It's kind of neat to see. It's not too busy in here today, which is nice. Don't have to dodge too many people. Should make for a more stable video. Like I say, I gotta go quick. There's a lot to see in here, so I can't spend too much time on everything. don't know how much memory I've got. Well, look at this. Chrysler Imperial, holy. Awesome. What a lead sled. Okay, got Chrysler Airflow. I gotta go up the other side here, show you all the old trucks. What's this thing? 26 Model T. Maple Leaf Model 1648. It's a nice looking truck. Bigger Saskatchewan Fire Department truck. Look at this thing. 4-wheel drive. That front end for you. I'm gonna show you the drive system. Chain drive transfer case, big old unit. Crazy looking U-joints on this thing. Rear diff, front diff. Solid tires. Oh, the old hearse. This thing was sitting in Buick Model D hearse, 1916. This thing was sitting in storage. So they actually got it in the building now, restored. It used to be in one of the storage sheds, and you can only see it on the grand tour that they did. Supposedly the lights come on if you take pictures of it. So, I don't know. I'm not going to bother. Not really into that. This Reeves tractor is absolutely massive. Look at that thing. Very nice. Just totally restored. The detail and the restoration, paint and everything is just incredible. And the old plows are restored. They got little films you can watch as you go through. Museum's laid out really nice. Horse-drawn stuff. Grain auger. It's pretty neat here. PTO driving this old threshing machine, whatever it is. Oh, some of the airplanes are really nice. Old windmill. It's a threshing machine. Mocked up blacksmith shop. This is neat. It's little. Some stuff's moved around in here since last time I was here. Check out this engine. Exposed rockers. This little snow car thing was in a different spot last time I was here. Airplane engine with a prop on the back. It's really neat. Opposed 4-cylinder. Alright, some old sleds. Johnson. Polaris. Hey, they got an old Wetaskiwin. Old service station there. I think that's nice old restored pumps. So there's some old signs and bottles and stuff in there. inside the old Adams grader here. Might as well give you the operator's view. This is a neat old machine. Oh, I could imagine turning those all day. There's the operator's view. See a blade down there you'd have to keep an eye on. Got them all locked.
The guy that did it had to crack one of the steering, but the rest were all cranked.
I think it just came out there.
So a wheel for your
Wow, never thought I'd see a 1982 Oldsmobile in a museum. Mercedes, yeah, they've got, oh, I like these things. Amphicar. So cool. Let's have a look at the back. Yeah, there's some propellers on it. These are really neat little units. I think they've expanded this too. I don't remember all these different areas. Oh yeah, this thing. It's this walking machine here. Look at how it worked. I believe this is a one-off concept tractor. It's a case tractor with this contraption on it. Just unbelievable. Some stuff outside there. I see a Terex setup. On my way out to the aviation exhibit, I'll look at all that stuff. Oh, they got a dragster in here now too. Look at that. Monarch. This thing doesn't look old enough to be in here. What's this one? Ski Whiz. Massey Ferguson. I like this thing. It's like tank tracks kind of on there. I got a military vehicle. Oh yeah, some tracks there. Little Nodwell. Look at this old beast. Holt 10-ton, 1924. Wow. Unrestored. Looks like a survivor. Look at that. And you got the old Caterpillar. I love the old script. They do have one of the earliest tracked vehicles ever built here. Look at this best. That thing's huge. Trying to turn that front wheel would be a chore. Look at this old half track. '28. Huh, that's quite the... I'd love to see the steering set up for the tracks. How that works. It's all manual. Lynn. Huh. T6 International, completely restored. Very nice. Couple of the cars here. International Rally. And then an old New Yorker. 78 New Yorker. I actually had one, I parted one out that was just like that. Had the white interior, but it was, the one I had was brown, four-door. All right, now we're gonna carry on to another area. See the restoration shop here. So they've got machines and different vehicles they're working on here. Like, look at that tractor. That thing's huge. So you got line 4 there, old flathead Ford. It's got a car on the rotisserie right there. Some farm stuff there they're working on. So they're constantly bringing new stuff in and doing restoration work. Oh, let's look at some of these old engines. The Sal V8. That's a neat one. It's like an aviation engine here almost. Oh, it's a Chev V8, 1917. The transmission on it. Okay, let's take a look at this wheel. This dragster, rail dragster, Hemi in it. Kentwood Ford with a Keith Black Hemi. And blower on it. That's so cool. That's got to be. Looks like a 426. Some old guns and stuff. What this one is. Scar Indian. Okay, so I'm back at the main exhibit. That's pretty much the whole museum. Gonna head back out to the aircraft exhibit. My favorite equipment here is the coal outside here in the coal mining exhibit. So this old drag line here, this thing, there was no house on it. They actually built the house. The first time I saw it, it was just the deck. It's that big steel beam and the bearing, the swing bearing, and the boom. And the boom and the gantry were up. Look at all the stinking pigeons up there. And then they just built the house on it probably in the last 20 years, I guess. First time I visited this place was a long time ago. And you got this old shovel here. I can't remember if that was here last time I came. I don't know how many yards this bucket is. It's not very big. Big old chains. Mining equipment is just fascinating. And this little Northwest stripping shovel here. It's got a coal hauler. I think most of this stuff is from the Paint Earth mine. So scraper there. It's got the, let's have a look at it, Buda super diesel with a supercharger on it. Yeah, big blower on that. Look at the, oh, it's electric drive. So this must be a Letourneau. Big electric motor on the back there. Push block. And next to it's that coal hauler. Stripping shovel there. We'll get to all those. This little shovel, cable shovel. But this is the coolest here. So they got it set up as the spooler and everything, umbilical cord. But this great big stripping shovel here is really neat. They haven't got it roped off yet either, so I can go right underneath it. I wish I could get inside this thing. It must have cost a fortune to move it here. So I love these little crawlers. I'll show you how it all works here. Look at the beams this thing's made out of. Just a monster. I know there's a lot bigger stuff around, but in this part of the world, this is pretty rare to see anything like this. Oh yeah, you can see up into the house. There's some birds up here. See the swing gear. Bottom of the deck. I imagine the house is probably empty anyway. All the electric motors and stuff would have been stripped. Where's the steering apparatus here? Oh yeah, okay, so these things, yeah, you can see this threaded shaft here moves that yoke, which in turn pulls this set of tracks here, set of crawler tracks. Wooden toolbox on it. Yeah, this machine is so awesome. Look at the size of your chains and stuff here. Man, you know, the museum's way over there. I don't think anybody would know if I went up there. Oh, they got a big old lock on the door though. Let's see if there's any specifics in the write-up here. There's a tall boom on this thing. 1929 stripping shovel. 200B, AC motor drive, bucket 6.11 square meters, 8-yard bucket. It's amazing that 8-yard machine, and that's how big it is. That thing's like 3 stories high at least. Just, oh man, the boom is massive. Probably my favorite exhibit here. So, yeah, you'd be doing some pretty risky stuff to try to get inside it, unless you could crawl in from underneath. If I got caught, I'm sure there'd be get banned or something. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't even know if there's access from underneath to get up and inside. Oh yeah, there's your pinion for the swing gear there. Wouldn't be too hard to get up to the doors there, but I think they're locked. Unfortunately, boy, would I like to get up there. Anyway, you're not supposed to, so I better not. This is a neat little spool machine crane. Right. Northwest Engineering. Little front shovel, face shovel, cable unit. There's our coal hauler over there. Tractor pulling it. This is a nice piece as well here. Buckets there. This one's got a great big old Cummins diesel in it. I've been inside this one. Which one's this now? 88B. So this is from Maddox Coal, Forestburg. This isn't a particularly small machine either. Swing bearing crawlers. So it obviously had air controls. You can probably hear the birds in there. Okay, we'll get to that stuff. I want to have a look at this. This old locomotive here is really neat. I believe it came from Painters. Got an old cat. It's a really nice fall day. It's a little cool. Snow in the past driving out here, but it's really nice on the prairies today. Nice and warm. Keep out! It's unfortunate. I've been inside this one too before they roped everything off. And it's got an old 671 diesel, and I think the write-up says that this came from Paint Earth and it was built by on site by the miners. You can see a lot of angle iron and channel iron and just flat steel. Like, it's pretty basic design. Let's see. Custom built by Western Dominion Coal Mines for use on its site. So that was the mining company, and they built it on site, I believe, boilermakers and mechanics, I think. Just a 6-cylinder Detroit 671 electrical generator on it. I just thought this was neat because it's kind of a one-off, one-of-a-kind machine. I don't think on cameras or anything out here. Let's see, it looks like, yeah, there's a drive in the front set of wheels. This one's really unique in that way. Okay, let's get the pigeons out of this thing. Well, I just climbed up on this one to show you guys the old Cummins that's in here. Pigeons are nesting in it. Anyway, I'll close the back up and everything. I'm not going to do any damage. Operator station here, and then you can see what the operator would be seeing. Some of the trailers and stuff. Really cool stuff. We can get really close to this unit here. Not sure what this has got for an engine or the drive system, so it's cat tractor on it. Cat engine. Here's the old scraper. What's this thing? Don't know what brand it is. Let's take a look. LaPlante Choate Manufacturing, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Fuller 4-speed manual. Okay, I don't know what the big generator is on it. This was Cat DW20 tractor. Cool. Okay. I guess it's going to be off to the aviation part of the museum now. Boy, I would have liked to get up inside that old stripping shop. You never know where the eyes are. Underground coal mining rig gear. What's this one? Lee Norse. LN 800. So anyways, that shows what it does. There's the operator station. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, just for an outdoor display, it's not in bad shape. Hasn't been trashed too bad. Okay, you can see this lineup of old farm equipment here. A lot of it's old horse-drawn stuff. I'm sure there's some interesting pieces in there, but I just don't have time. I've got less than 2 hours here. You could spend probably half a day if you really want to look at everything. If you get a grand tour of the warehouses and stuff, you're going to be here all day. Some more of the outdoor exhibits here. I don't know what this thing is. REO or something. Some weight. Truck. So I guess that's a fuel truck. Must have come from one of the mines. International, tandem, single axle. Let's see if this thing's got the old air brake system on it. Oh yeah. Old 121, pre-121 pods with those air brakes. Some stuff that we can restore some of. This is old wheels. This engine. pretty neat old piece. Nice little Dodge. I wonder what that thing's got for nothing. Looks like the engine sitting on the back of this one, 6-cylinder. That one's got a bunch of parts in the box. Oh, not from this truck either. There's some extra stuff back there. Cool. Let's see, like a 49 Merc. Looks like something Jennings would try to get running. Drag line. Let's see if this has got a Hemi in it. Oh, 6-cylinder flathead. That's disappointing. Some of them have nice strong Hemis. Nice up there. Interesting. That's an old relic. Oh, got a swing gear from something there. What is this thing? Look at the snowplow controls. Coleman. And there's not much left out this way. There's an old plow truck. I guess I'll walk over to the plow truck on this far. A couple low beds. Plow here. Big old compressor. What that is. International, I think. This is just obviously some storage out here. It's not really part of the museum. This thing looks like an airport unit. FWD. Look inside. Is this a 4-wheel drive? I think, yeah, I think this is 4-wheel drive too. Look. Yeah. That's got a massive front differential in it. Big plow frame. That's actually pretty unique. Alright, I think all I got left now is the aviation. There's a few dozers that aren't super old sitting outside the museum where you have to go back in. So now I'm off to the aviation part. You see that giant transport plane there. And they also have one of Airspray's old A26s that's all taken apart. You can see parts of these yellow pieces there. I'll try and see how close I can get to it. I remember when they were still flying those for water bombers. So next stop will be the aviation. Not sure if I can get onto the airfield part of the museum here or not. Like I say, I haven't been here for a while. But this is A26. It used to be Alberta Airsprays. So like I said, I remember when these were still being used as water bombers. So the museum ended up with one, obviously. The got sold and went to another country from when Airspray sold these and replaced them with like the 512s or whatever, 514s, whatever they call them. The Bombardiers. Yeah, so the wings are there. Looks like engines are gone. Plane, it looks like, is there. Tail section, it's all taken into pieces. I'm guessing for transport. The cockpit there. That's going to be a really nice exhibit when they're done it, if they're restoring it. Those are really, really cool airplanes. Got that big transport here I'll give you a shot of. Just a nice scene, eh? Those are all the machines that we just looked at. So look nice with the field and the blue sky. Alright, let's have a look at this thing. This thing's just a monster. Definitely the biggest airplane here. I really like this one. Old twin. It's too bad they don't have a DC-3. Those are such a nice looking plane. This is an old Hawk Air unit. Bristol freighter. That's really cool. It's too bad they can't open the doors horse for us. It's too bad somebody smashed the window out. I hate seeing stuff like that. But this really big airplane. It's definitely the size of a DC-3 or bigger. The wing is massive. It's like 18 inches thick at the front there. Okay, so I see they got a little Sikorsky over there. A couple jets. And they got some other outdoor stuff over here. The indoor, there's a bunch of really neat stuff inside, so I'm just gonna head into the building right now. Wow, let's start here. Super Dart replica. There's just nothing like the old Warbirds, even if it's a replica. Oh, it's a Hawker Hurricane. That's what I thought. That is one awesome looking airplane. Got this old Bristol. So I was wrong, there is a DC-3 in here. I forgot all about it. Look at this old beast. So much character. That Hurricane is sweet though. I love the old radials. This helicopter. We got here Grey Gull SGV1. What's this got? Continental Franklin engine, 6-cylinder. Wow, that's just a really unique old machine. Okay, you've got that biplane up there, and look at this thing, RC3 amphibian. It's just lots of really unique stuff here. That's what I like about this museum. It's not stuff you see every day. Sailplane. Trying to get some good shots of stuff. So I got to move fairly quickly here. Blank Senior Skyrocket, and then a Viking. Yes, this is a Viking. Big old radial in that thing. Let's see. Is it a single stage? I think that's just a one bank radial, but still, what's the power it makes? 600 horsepower. That's respectable for the vintage of it. This is a beautiful plane. Puss Moth. Diabland. Oh, when it air sprays really old planes. That's such a nice looking plane. Right. Got a helicopter here, single seat. Look at the view you'd have though, eh? Yeah. Visibility's pretty good in that thing. Gyrocopter. Quite the paint job on this thing. Rotary Air Force gyrocopter, and then prototype Hasselhoff. That's a really neat little 4-cylinder engine on this one. And you got looks like that's a Subaru on this one. Yeah, and it's got single plug heads too. Interesting. It says concept though. Alright. There's or at least there was a radial engine display in here that I really like. I'll show you guys. What's that? Oranda 2 turbojet. There's a military jet engine. Westinghouse J34. Oh, cool. Merlin 29. World War II style. That is so sweet. And Lycoming 435-2, 6-cylinder. Ah, blocked it off. This used to be, there's a guy sitting over there, so I probably can't get in there, but you used to be able to turn the propeller on this and see how it's a, let's see if I can reach it. Oh, it's really hard to turn. Dang. Okay, I can't turn it. But it's like a cutaway view, so you can see the pistons and everything in there, and you can get somebody to turn the propeller and watch everything move, the cam, everything. It's a really nice display. But now they made it off limits. So that's a thing, a glider. Oh, look at the seat on that. That's sweet. Imagine flying it. All right, what do we got here? Avro Avian biplane is that one. And then a Hughes helicopter, 1965. You can actually get inside this one. Look at that. Pretty basic. Just the way you like it. And this is, yeah, Lycoming 4-banger. Big belt drive up to your prop drive. It would be nice to have a helicopter of your own. Something to bomb around in. Okay, here's one that's an example of being restored. Stinson Model 10, 1940. Continental 4-cylinder. I am over 80 years old. So, yeah, you're actually allowed to sit in this one. Just an example of what the restoration work they can do, but also shows you how an airplane's put together, which is really neat. The airframe, the fabric, controls. So you got your cables and everything down there. And the wing structure, fuel tank in the end there. Wooden spars in this old girl. That's neat, Royal Mail plane. And the other side that you can see is complete. That's a nice old bird. And the DC-3. That's a beautiful airplane. Oh, it's C-47. Still though, same plane, different roll. All right, look at this old breezy glider. Imagine sitting on that thing and flying it. Look where the seat is. You got nothing. You're sitting on like a 2x12. Man, I'd love to fly that thing. Holy cow, that would be fun. Big wing on it. Just light as all get out. Huh. I don't know what that thing, what it is. Look above. Okay, here we go. C3 glider. Here's your specifications on it. That thing looks like it comes in a box from, like, I don't know, Home Depot or something, and you put it together. Just so basic. Love it. Well, that's pretty much it for the indoor part of the museum. I think you can walk outside. The gate was unlocked, and I'll show you guys the stuff on the apron outside. It's not huge, but they packed a lot of planes in here. I'm pretty sure the one in the entranceway is the Swordfish, and they were actually still restoring that the first time I came here. Man, that Hurricane is so nice. Give you guys a shot of the back of all the planes here. I'd love to take this thing out for a fly. Bet you it's fast. That's a neat old, I think it's a V6 in this thing. Chain drive. Okay, here we are. There's that amphib. Bottom of the C-47. Look at the size of the wheels on this thing. Like 38 inches tall. I love these planes. Okay, so Buddy's gone. Talking to some people. So I'm gonna go back over to this radial display here, and I'm gonna try and turn the prop and see if I can show you guys how it works. Come on. Oh. Okay, see? Oh my goodness, it's hard to do this and film at the same time. Anyway, isn't that neat? Oh, must be on a compression stroke or something. It doesn't have any spark plugs in it, but anyway, that's how it works. And it's even got, like, if somebody was here to film me, you can even see the rockers work and stuff. It's just really, really neat. All right, I'm glad I got to show you guys that. So I'm gonna head out to the last couple of outdoor displays. Then when I'm done that, I'm gonna walk back to the museum and I'll show you guys the dozers and whatnot. Just on the way back to the main building. It was locked, so we're not allowed in there, but too bad because they got the old Sikorsky there. F-86, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a Sabre, not a MiG. And I don't know what that is, a Voodoo or something. Anyway, I can zoom in and show you. That's as close as I can get. So I'm glad I went over to the A26 when I did, because I wouldn't have been able to get there through the gate. So, all right, I'm gonna walk over to these other, maybe that's a Voodoo, I can't remember. Go over to this other display and show you that. Okay, there was one of these in Comox at the museum too that I did the video on. Still got the ejection seats in there. Canopy is intact. That's neat. Yeah. Right, I can't remember. These ones look like a very similar to an F4. I can't remember what they're called. Canadian version. Good thing we got mothballed the intakes plugged up. Might have to put this old girl into service Sunday. Surprised they took it out of service. The Canadian Air Force is still flying these things around. Oh, pigeons. There it is. It's a big plane. I got tail sections. It's got to be 16, 18 feet in the air at the top of it. Just been stopping the video, taking some stills on my way. Some of these. You can see how far I had to walk from those the mining display. This is a trainer, I believe. This thing's in really good shape. Look at the gear and the lights and everything. The canopy's really clear. It's not all cloudy from the sunlight yet, so paint's still pretty shiny too. Got a Snowbird's plane sitting over here too. This thing looks fast. Snowbirds. So you can see over there, the yard is just full of old tractors, like steel wheel steam units and stuff. See them over there? That's all stuff that's waiting to be restored, and these huge buildings over here behind this airplane, that's all storage, and they're stacked like there's a mezzanine in there. If I get back out here in the summer, I'll take a video of it. Here's the Tudor Snowbird's plane. I'm sure that thing has been houred out completely. Okay, so anyways, you can see some of the stuff over there. I'll walk over. And like I say, there's 2 floors of equipment. And part of that building, anyway, there's 2 floors. Part of it, the equipment's so big that it's just 1 floor, and it's like a 20-foot high ceiling, and there's a lot of machines and cars and vehicles and stuff in there. So I'll try to get out to get some video of that next trip. Some of the stuff sitting outside here. What's this thing? I thought it was maybe an old Mack, looks like, but I can't tell. Single axle. There's a scraper, and there's some old haul trucks there, off-road trucks. That one's a mining unit, that Man Alta mine. That stuff came from the coal mines. And then there's an old, I don't know if that's a White or a Kenworth or something there. But this building, look at the size of that building, and it's right full of old stuff. Trying to get you up above the fence, but it's not really working. Anyway, that whole tandem's quite a rig. Right now, going back to the museum. I'll head out into the back door here, where you enter back in, because I went to the mining exhibit out in the field. I kind of took the long way. So when you come out of the building, you just walk straight over there to the aircraft part of it, aviation display. I'm going back up there to show you those old crawlers and stuff here. So you got an old Terex crawler scraper unit here, cable controlled. Swivel push bar on the back. Look at the winch. Exposed brakes, fair leads and stuff. That's neat. I don't know what this is, TS14 or something maybe? Is this a Terex? Or is it just painted green? I think, is this a cat? It's painted green? I don't know, it's an International. Yeah, they painted over the decal there. Just painted it Terex colors. Yeah, TD24. It's a neat display. And a Laterno scraper unit. 67D7. 66D4. That's a sweet little machine. That'd be a handy little tractor. D75. That's a beast. The size of the injection pump on that thing is the size of a small engine. What's this? 7. Under environmental protection. The tractor's in really good condition still. Definitely kept maintaining. Okay, so that's it. Door display. Now I'm just going to go back inside, and then there's a few airplanes on the and machines in the entranceway. Maybe we'll get a little bit more footage of that. Other than that, that's about it for this museum. I went through it pretty quickly, but just wanted to take you guys on the tour because I love coming to this place. Old motorcycles. Got it set up like a drive-in here. So I'm just gonna walk back to the entranceway and head out. Thought I'd just take you guys through. It's neat the way they got it set up with the old buildings, the signs. I'll take you through this shop here. Just a lot of old antique stuff. Signs, oil cans, all that good stuff. Old tools. It's got little play areas for the kids and stuff. All in all, it's laid out really well. This thing's neat. It's old skid steer. Harris Power Horse. That's just a really, really unique old tractor. Oh, I don't think I went into this building. So this is set up like a weed elevator here. You got a bunch of videos you can watch if you like. Oh yeah, so it's like a grain elevator. This is neat, this little model. I think that's operational too. If it had a little electric motor turning it. Some little scales and tools and stuff. How the truck would be loaded. All right, so you've been through this already. Just take you back through and show you some of the cars and some of the nicer displays. That Nomad is, I better come back and take a quicker look at this. Or a longer look at it, I should say. This old Woody's really nice too. Yeah, that Nomad's really, really nice. 55 Nomad. So is this thing. Just take another shot of this one. It's restored really, really nice. Bright and shiny. This old beast. Look at that. I like where the radiator is on this thing. Minneapolis. So it's got, I guess, an old diesel in it. Man, that's old. Just back at the main entrance display here before I head out. Just get a better picture of this. I'm pretty sure that's an old torpedo plane. And just the entranceway display here. Get you a little bit more video of this stuff. So this old Fordson shovel is just so unique and has so much character. I wanted to get a little bit closer look for you guys. Look at the drives, chain drive, old diff. So that's a, it looks like a tractor drivetrain in there, and then instead of wheels, it's driving the chains. I'm not too sure how the winches were driven and the gears and stuff, but it's just a very unique old piece. It's really old. Look at that old girl. Okay guys, that's it for this tour. Like I say, I'd love to go through the buildings. If I do get out here and they got that building open in the summertime, I'm planning on coming out and doing some touring out here and looking at a bunch of old mining equipment and stuff like that in different parts of the province. I hope you guys liked this, enjoyed all the old exhibits and tractors and whatnot, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Happy wrenching.